How to know if a girl is playing you. 17 signs you should know. One of these signs alone doesn't mean she's playing you. There could be legitimate reasons for many of these on the list. You want to look for patterns of consistent and numerous, hurtful behaviors that solidify her player status. 1. She doesn't respond to your texts or calls. Some people take time to get back to text messages, but if this is a regular occurrence with her, it could be a sign that she doesn't really care about you and is just playing along. You may even see that she's read your messages and not replied, or she may only message you during certain times of the day, such as late in the evening, showing that you're a low priority. It's important to ask her why she isn't responding, and if it's a regular occurrence, consider whether this relationship works for you. 2. She doesn't introduce you to her family or friends. If she's avoiding introducing you to her family or friends, it could be a sign that she isn't serious about the relationship and doesn't want them to know about you. 3. She doesn't want to meet your friends or family. Similarly, if she's unwilling to meet the people close to you, it could be a sign she's a player. She may deflect from social settings by saying things like, "I'm not feeling up to meeting people today," or "I don't think it's a good idea for me to meet your friends." Suppose you've been dating for a while and want her to attend important events such as weddings or family functions. In that case, her refusal could suggest she's not interested in investing energy or time into the relationship. 4. She flirts with other people. Have you noticed her flirting with other people? If so, it's a sure sign that she doesn't take your relationship seriously, even if she tries to explain it away by saying things like, "I was just being friendly," or "they were just trying to make conversation." These are major red flags. Flirting crosses the line when it becomes physical or romantic, or sexual references are made. If you notice any of those signs, it's time to talk with her about her behavior. 5. She goes silent for long periods of time. If you notice that she goes silent for long periods, it sure seems she may be dating other people and trying to juggle her interactions with them. Has she been in touch all week and suddenly disappeared for the weekend? Does she not reply to your messages for long periods? Her radio silence communicates volumes. If you're in a relationship and she's not making an effort to communicate with you, it could be a sign that she isn't interested in the same type of commitment you are. 6. She avoids talking about the future. Every relationship is different, so it's crucial to have honest conversations about where things are going between you. If she avoids discussing the future or won't commit to plans more than a week ahead, it could be a sign that she's not serious. She may make excuses such as, "I don't know what I'll be doing next week," or "I'm not sure if I can commit to that." If she avoids discussing the future, it could signify that she's just in it for fun and doesn't want to get tied down. 7. You catch her in small lies. Small inconsistencies, such as changing the time when she said she was somewhere or what she was doing, may indicate bigger issues. If she's not being honest and transparent with you, it could be a sign that she doesn't see the relationship going anywhere and is trying to keep things casual. If your gut is telling you something isn't right with her stories and you're asking yourself, "Is she playing me?" Don't be afraid to communicate with her and ask her questions. 8. She is vague about her life. If she's not giving you details about her life or where she goes, it seems she's trying to keep her distance from you. She may give generic answers to your questions, such as, "I just hung out with some friends," or "I went out for lunch." These vague answers may also signify that she's not interested in telling you too much about her life or getting to know you. 9. She frequently cancels plans. If your partner is canceling plans, especially last minute, it can indicate that she is prioritizing other things in her life over you. She may give reasons such as "I'm feeling sick" or "I have a lot of work to do." It could also suggest that she's seeing someone else and doesn't want to commit to plans with you. 10. Her mood changes like the weather. If her mood is constantly shifting and you can't quite figure out what she's thinking or feeling, this could be a sign that she's playing games. She may be hot one moment and cold the next, and uses her feelings to control you and the relationship for her own weird reasons. 11. She avoids the girlfriend word. If your partner is avoiding talking about labels or referring to you as her girlfriend, this could be a sign that she's not taking the relationship seriously. Not using the girlfriend word could mean several things. She could be afraid of commitment, not trusting you enough yet, or seeing other people. If your partner is unwilling to label the relationship after a few months, it's worth conversing with her about where things are going and what she wants. 12. You're the one doing all the work. In any relationship, both parties should put in the effort to make things work. If you find yourself being the one who always initiates conversations or plans, it could be a sign that your partner is not interested in investing in the relationship. Suppose she's not making an effort to communicate with you, doesn't respond to your texts or calls, or only reaches out when she wants something from you. In that case, she may have ulterior motives in the relationship. 13. She won't show affection publicly. Some women don't like public displays of affection from their partners, but many women do. So is she playing games or not interested? The answer may be either of these, but it could be her preferences and privacy boundaries. Asking her directly how she feels about public displays of affection might help get to the bottom of it. 14. You feel unsatisfied in the relationship. Sometimes when someone is playing games, you can feel it in your gut that something isn't quite right. If this is the case, you may wonder if staying in the relationship is worth it, or if it's time to move on. Ultimately, only you can decide what's best for you and your situation. If her actions are causing you unhappiness and dissatisfaction, it may be a sign that she's not taking the relationship seriously and is playing games with you. 15. She's overly critical of you. Another emotional control tactic that a player may use is to be overly critical of you and your actions. She may frequently criticize how you dress, act, or talk to make you feel bad about yourself and give her control over the relationship. If your partner is always pointing out faults and flaws, rather than celebrating your successes, she's likely playing games with you. 16. She's only interested in sex. It's possible you may be in the rebound category for a player. If your partner is only interested in sex, but doesn't make any effort to get to know you or form an emotional bond with you. She could be using you for her own gain and not taking the relationship seriously. She may interrupt your requests for other activities by initiating a sexual encounter, or be uninterested in discussing anything but sex. This behavior is a sign that she's likely not interested in real intimacy and is instead playing games with you. 17. She ignores your feelings. If your partner never takes the time to consider how her words and actions make you feel, she's likely playing games with you. Thanks for watching.